Another dark look from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. I'm not live awake yet, zombies. What's going on, guys? It's about 4:34 in the morning on the 27th of April, Monday, 2026. Series are flying fast and furious, I believe, with the independents at this point. A lot of things that people are having a field day over. Kash Patel and his girlfriend possibly breaking up, or Kash Patel having his job lost. But it's still going back and forth whether or not if the... sorry, just trying to get a pen together here. Had to make an appointment for my dog for tomorrow. Yeah, she's got to see the vet. About time. The series are running fast and furious concerning about whether or not if all this was planned out by Trump and his cohorts to gain sympathy from the American public and not to mention distraction from it all. And it is a hell of a distraction. I mean, having a lunatic run right through a hotel lobby with weapons, but then ends up shirtless. See, to me, it's an old kludge at this point. It's doesn't make sense. A mild-mannered guy who's intelligent, bright, and has a good sense of humor. Dealing with his students concerning about, whatever they're dealing with, but a teacher. A 30-year-old or 30-something-year-old guy. I haven't read enough of the articles or the news articles on video just to see what the hell is going on. If there was any indication that this lunatic was ready to be going on a thermonuclear detonation here, there should have been something. But if they didn't find anything or didn't report anything about this one, then how did this guy blow his top? And lose his shirt in the process when he gets nailed by the cops? That's not... No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. If the video show that he's got a shirt running through a lobby, where the hell's his damn shirt at? And if he was hit, well, he wasn't hit because he's still alive and bloody. He's going for arraignment today. So the news ought to be talking about this one. I still don't get it. A lot of stuff doesn't make sense. Trying to make sense about the campaign run and that open field where there's a sniper on a building aiming at Trump, taking a pot shot at it, and how come part of Trump didn't bleed enough or bleed at all? That would have been gushing on that one. He hit part of the head, he still got hit capillaries in there. It would have been damage, and it doesn't show it afterwards. Give me a break. And how come in that open field that the law enforcement of all levels didn't see the guy and blast him on? Nothing. So, it was a kludge for me. This one's the kludge. Mild-mannered guy gathers knives, combat knives. Was he ever in the military? I got to do a background check on this Cole character. Whether or not if he was in the military or not to have this kind of weaponry and where's his training at. Of course, it brings it on in a large bag. Now, let's see. You're going on the Amtrak, right? So you're going to make about a 3 or 4 day trip out there. If this guy was paranoid enough, he'd have a roomette. A roomette is basically your own little bedroom that you can crash out in. If you're lucky enough, you had an older model of a train, you'd have a toilet in there. But if not, you had to use the toilets. I was watching train shows during the COVID time of what some people are going through traveling and what the meals would be like. 4 days cooped up on that thing until he gets to Chicago, and then takes the Chicago transfer over to Washington, D.C. It probably would have a large, guns would be broken down, or would the guns be in a large, long duffel bag you'd carry? Of course, you had to carry clothes. But you carry something like that into a hotel room or through a hotel lobby. I know a lot of people wouldn't exactly look at it, but if they actually had a suspicion, even if it's security would have been all over this guy. But naturally in a hotel, there is no security arrangements as much. Especially if there isn't, if there was going to be a presidential wingding. The Secret Service should have been all over that place. But they didn't. And they weren't. So he waits a couple of days until the event comes up. And how come they weren't really hot on the checkpoints? So you got a lunatic with or without shirt running down with a shotgun and a handgun, they said, and knives. All throughout the area. I mean, it just didn't work. I'm sorry. In my head, it doesn't work. If it was Secret Service, these guys would have been trigger happy. See a guy running through barriers heading towards the president. They would have shot the guy, not keep him alive. But they didn't want to create that much of a panic or stuff. Was it the orders of the president to keep the guy alive? It doesn't make sense in my head. And I know there's a lot of independents that are still trying to figure this shit out. And the more I kept hearing about Trump doing his mouth and then blathering it up like he's some kind of hero. That's Trump's way of doing fight, 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 fight. And having everyone going, fight, 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 fight at the press conference. Give me a fucking break. It's a fucking kludge. It's a kludge. He's doing it to get popular. He's doing it to get sympathy from the world. And the world's probably buying it, so is the dumbass Americans who keep watching this thing and saying, oh, he was in danger. He was never in danger. No. No. I don't buy it. I know that the press was duped. I know the corporate was duped. Major networks, they were still talking about it and they're still chattering about it as if it happened. But did anybody actually put clips out there on video to really analyze it to see whether or not this was a fakery or not? They'll probably consider me a conspiracy theory, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense in my head. It doesn't. It's too damn early in the morning for me to do this shit. I was watching other shows, other DVDs and stuff to get my head wrapped around other things that would not give me a headache, such as politics and Trump's old bullshit. It's another way of distraction. It's like, how do you distract from the Epstein files? Throw a war with Iran. And we're still at it, and we can't even get out of the damn shit. We throw starving soldiers and sailors out there who could live on a tortilla and a little bit of meat, maybe for under $3. His administration's so damn fucked up. I don't know if we're going to be surviving the next century or not. Or for the next few years, let alone this year. Hey. Let me get out of this one here. Doc's been undergoing a lot of issues that I have to discuss with a vet tomorrow. 3 p.m. What gets to me is whether or not this is going to be the last visit or not. If it's not, and I still got things to treat her with, good. Comes the fun part. I'm just hoping that the credit thing I've got right now is going to be usable, because if it isn't, I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to pay for this damn shit in the Bronx place. I only got limited, and I'm hoping maybe all the money I keep pouring into this damn credit account is going to be keeping it alive so I can actually pay for the damn thing. If not, I'm screwed. We'll see what happens. That being said, guys, have a good morning. I'm going back to bed.